Good evening. We are um, looking at Sanborn insurance maps that I would have never known about had it not been for Jonathan Portis. He's like, oh yeah, look at this cool stuff. I'm like, oh my god, what a treasure this is. I'd never heard of it before. But when I started looking at it, I was like, oh yeah, that would be awesome to see and know. And what we're looking at here is Hamburg, Arkansas, 1921 August. Yeah. Let's go ahead and look around this thing and see what it says. Probably the best way to do it is start in the center of town, and I'd call that the town square, and work out, kind of like maybe like a swirl. Now I'm pretty sure that um, the courthouse previous to this courthouse had a front on the north and the south end. So it had two fronts. The one that was destroyed, I think, in I don't know when it was destroyed, but we're going to verify all that. But the one before that, before this one, had two fronts on it. But this is not that one apparently. Ah, look at there, destroyed by fire. Oh, there it is. There's the answer. This one was just destroyed. Oh, you know how significant this is. I'm glad I paid attention to that, huh? Destroyed by fire, July the 4th, 1921. Let us see here. I'm pretty sure we just did this video on this thing the other day. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Oh yeah, I think it was on Ashley County Now. Yeah, let's see here. Courthouse. This probably would go way back, huh? Petersburg. Right here. 1902. So this would have been that courthouse. No, not this one. No, this one was destroyed right after that. There's so many courthouses there. So the courthouse after the one we're looking at was destroyed by fire as well. Wow, that is complex. Okay, so we have the courthouse, and this one is, it looks like it's looking south. If the orientation is correct on this thing. Let's look at it and see here. No, it looks like it's looking west. Yes, it's looking west. That's west. So it's looking west. At a cobbler, at a grocery store, moving pictures, a garage, hardware store, a Dollar General, and then a grocery store and a telephone exchange. This is on the west side of town. 1921, of the burnt courthouse that was still sitting there. Now, what does a cobbler do? You kind of got to look that up. I was like, well, I know what a cobbler is, but then I'm sitting there thinking, what is a cobbler? Cobbler job. Repairs. Ah, a shoe repairman. There you go. Who knew that a cobbler was a shoe repairman? These shoes we buy these days, man, if they tear up, we just throw them in the trash, right? Okie dokie. So this is again, the west side over there. This is where I guess Martin's was down here, and then that wonderful place there is now. I'm horrible with names, but I know they have good food. Okay, and then I want to go to this hotel. Is where I want to go, and it's not. It doesn't say. It doesn't say McCombs. I think this is after that. So it's got a hotel, entire third floor banquet, vacant, first only, and then it's got a hotel on the second floor. DG, blocked by a 4-inch wall. I don't know what a DG is. Dollar General? It's not Dollar General. Hat shop. Okay, so we've got a shop for shoes, a cobbler, a hat shop, United States Post Office there, south of the square, and then a drugstore. And then down here, I think of this area right here, I always think of, I think that's where the barbershop's at, isn't it? That's what I always think of, it's a barbershop. Burgess. Floyd Burgess, wasn't it? Oh, look what we have here in 1921. We had a hardware store. Hardware house, concrete floor with a brick building. You can see that because it's red. And then wood, where it's yellow. 4 horsepower gasoline engine. Printing office. It must be the newspaper. Restrict. I don't know what a restrict is. I don't know. Some kind of office. Hitching shed. All right. Okay, so where we at here? 1 block off. Now let's go over here to what I would guess would be Sawyer's. I guess since they had gas here to run lights or something. Don't know. I don't know. So you had a drugstore, Sawyer's drugstore. You had a bank, a grocery store, another drugstore, a DG. What the hell is a DG? Does it tell us what a DG is? We gotta find out what this DG is. Where is the key to this map? I need a key to this map. DG. We'll find it out later, maybe. Okay. So let's go back in here. Is anybody? Let me see if there's anybody talking this thing. I better check this thing over here once in a while. Somebody know what a DG is? Does anybody listen to this thing? Does anybody listen to this thing know what a DG is? I think it's telling me my frame rate's too horrible. Your frame rate's horrible, Brad. I don't know what a DG is, but I'm gonna keep moving. Let's see here. Now this would have been the post office area. But now the post office was not built until 1937, I believe it was. So this was it had a barber, a pool, another DG, and then a drug. Okay, this is what would be in Harry Laufer, used as D. Bank, DG, office, DG. What does this DG stand for? We gotta look this up real quick. DG Sanborn map.
I'm about to get done cleaning my room.
DG. Okay. Dry goods. Dry goods. Whatever dry goods are. Dry goods. I cannot believe that. Dry goods. I don't really deal with a lot of. I probably deal with a lot of dry goods, but I don't know what they are. Okie dokie. So over here, this would have been a. I guess it was a drugstore that I know of, and then maybe a. But now it's not. It's a barber and a grocery store, and a doctor's office and a pressing. Pressing. Is that closed? Maybe. There's a lot of barber shops around there. How many barber shops are there? 1, 2. Dry goods. We know what dry goods are now. Grocery store. Let's see here. Grocery. Dry goods. Hotel, jewelry, hat shop, cobbler we know over there, hardware. Okie dokie. Dry goods. Feed house. Okay. Alright, so there's just right around the square, doctor's offices. Not as many doctor's offices, there's more barber shops. In fact, I do remember, I don't know if it's during this time period, but maybe a little bit earlier that doctors and barbers were kind of the same thing. You know what the red and white stripes mean, I believe. Okie dokie, so let's go out here to the Arkla and G siding. Okay. Cotton platform. JB Bun survey. Okay. A bakery. Where is this at? Jefferson? Okay. Oh, so that's where the courthouse is now, huh? No. I guess the courthouse would be over here. At JB Buns. JB Buns survey. So that would be over here, I guess. Okay, let's look at this thing. So, where is the creek at there? There's a creek that goes through town. I guess that's it, somewhere up there. Probably near that. Interesting. Let's go over here to Cherry. Where did Cherry go? Oh, I must have switched pages. Yeah. Well, let's go back to the key. There's the key. I was on page 2, wasn't I? Okay. That's the town square. edition. Staves. $12,000 staves. Now staves. I mean, I guess that's for barrels, huh? Let's see what it is. Tight or waterproof barrels. They could have been used for anything, I guess. Tight or waterproof barrels made out of hardwood. Could have been whiskey. Could have been food. Could have been dry goods. Okay, so this is our Stave Mill, St. Louis Avenue. Here's where we were at a little bit earlier. Let's see here. It says please set your frame rate higher. How can I do that, man? It's just because, where I'm at. This is page 3. Let's zoom in here. Let's see what's going on in Jefferson Avenue, Lincoln Avenue. I don't know where that's at. So there's Cherry, and there's Lincoln. Let's start here and see what it says. Firewood, grocery warehouse. Somebody will look at this and go, oh yeah. But I'm looking at it in heating plant. Hamburg High School. Okay, yeah. So this is Lincoln, Jefferson, and there's Lincoln. Yeah, I guess it's the school area down there. Okay, so let's go look at the school. This is the high school on Lincoln Avenue. With a fuel house. Ooh, and I see right now it has one of those, that doesn't look like a gable. At all. What's this down here? Oh yeah. Passenger train. White room and colored room. Isn't that something? Stay right out. You gotta get your own room around here. The Vino. I don't know what that is. Cherry Street. Okie dokie. Let's move on here to the next one. 4. This is the church areas. Parker Avenue, Maine. Polk, Mulberry. 18-foot eaves. Catholic Church. But the prize of this is going to be the next one, I think, or one of the next couple here. It's a town. Scale 100 foot to an inch. The Belmont Hotel. This is 1921 again, so Radford. Pine. Okay, here we go. I don't really care about all the residential places right now. I want to look at their operations. 2 foot to 12 foot. This is more like I'm looking at here. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't mind having a little operation like that right now, huh? Hamburg Ice Cream Company. Power steam supplied by Hamburg Lumber Company across the road. 80 cans.
Dude, what are you doing? Huh? You look like you're trying to hide behind the icebox thing. You look like you're trying to hide behind the icebox like that. You can do for that. Mm-hmm. Look at that, look at that.
Went back in time here to 1908. That's the main street. You have this courthouse looking west. And you don't have a hotel right there yet. Or anymore. It just says general. Okay, let's look around. The bank is not there. Am I looking at this right? Come on here, man. I guess so. Because that over here would be the, yeah, later. Oh, that must have been where it was originally at. Yeah, that's like the main area there where the post office is at right now. It looked like that would have been the, that's where the whiz his was going on, Nothing. Storage. Hay storage. Right off the town square. But this was 1908. Oh yeah, there's a library. Hey. Vacant grocery gentleman shop. I guess that's what that is. Gent shop. Dry good, dry good. Journal, that's what that is. I don't know. General store. Dry goods, drugs, telephone exchange. Plenty of drugs, don't we? I have plenty of drugs. It was, see. A few years from now, there's going to be like a, post office area. There was a bowling alley in 21. We got some confectionery and baking, some hides. That's nice, isn't it? I'm going to stop by the cake shop and run there next door and get me a deer hide jacket down there. But, yeah. Pool and billiards. I'm thinking that this thing was wet back then, wasn't it? I think that's what Porter said, that this thing was wet. And a lot of people with hair, they have to do like me, just shave their head. See, up in here you have the Hamburg Chamber, furniture store, wagon shed, jail. I guess that's about where it was at before. 1908 Hamburg right here. We've been there, haven't we? Walking the streets. Does look like a big house right here. Okie dokie. Oh, there is the Presbyterian Church. Look at there. Cherry Street right there in that little corner too. I would think that was Lincoln Avenue. Exactly it. And there's a Harris Hotel. Where's that at? Over about where Watson's at? Over maybe Watson over here. See, the Watson House was 1911. $11,000, which would be around $239,000 a day. But could you imagine buying that house for $239,000 a day? Building a new one like that? Kind of hard to do, isn't it? Now we're across it. What year is this? 1943. This is whenever they had a paper mill over there. There's all these crossed houses. Is that Main Street? Further down on Main Street. Yeah, this is before they had all this street names, man. Kramer Avenue, though. Main Street right there. Yeah, up here. What year is this? 1943. You still had the that's different in it. H. Oh, that's where the ballpark was at? That was in 43 though. Okay. See, this every time I look at these things, man, it's just so weird. This is 43. Look at that.
There.
That crazy.
That's her.
Let's see, Avenue C, 60-foot wide Avenue D. Let's see here. Right before World War II is what we're looking at here. II, 1943. And there's the Crossett Lumber Company office right across from Mercantile. What I call Mercantile. There's your bank. Post office is where Mike and his team are at, and the library is where. I guess that's kind of where. What is us? What is? Is it 105? Hers is 100 though, isn't it? 109. Post office. All right, let's go over here. So then you have bank, public utilities behind that. There's over there behind Warehouser and Ivan Smith, which would be right here. Fire department. Look at that. That's the fire department. Narrows in when we done lost her too many times. Cold. We come across a brick building here like the bank and the post office. The movie. I'm guessing that would be somewhere on the lot where the bank's at, huh? Methodist Church behind Rosie. Okay, Methodist Church is about where is the bank's at, maybe? There's a hospital. Houses. Probably the houses we see on those roads, huh? The alley. So what is Pine Street? It is Pine Street. I'm going to go back up to the Mercantile before I move on here. Masonic building. Okay. Let's go on back. Okay, this is 1921 right? I don't know where I'm at. Let's go somewhere we recognize. This must be the layout of the mill at the time. There's a log yard. Oof. Look at all that. 32-inch. I bet you there's a boardwalk. Still see the wood hospital. The building around back. Supposedly there's the hospital, I don't know if it's this one or not, it's 21 maybe, but there was a park built on for Capgate's wife, Rose Inn, and Rose Inn's wooden.
You better not touch my heated blanket, bro.
Who?
Dude,
I'm not.
stop scared.
I ain't trying to steal it, dude.
There's your jail. City Hall. Where is that at? Commissary. Okay, so then there's Taco Bell. So yeah, down there where they are. Talking to myself. I'm trying to see. Capgate's house should be listed on this thing somewhere. Not on Second Avenue though. YMCA. Interesting. Okay. I'm just thinking here more than anything, just sitting here staring at the screen going, oh yeah, that's interesting. So while we're doing that, we might as well go ahead and just let this one drift away. But have yourself a good evening. Have fun, be safe.